Mr. Speaker, because of the inadequate releases of Parliament and the executive want to control Parliament, now the President is dictating to members of Parliament. When the majority chief whip and the majority leader file or intend to file a private member's bill, the President is telling them to reduce it. Why? Their oversight, their rule as members of Parliament. Because of what? To withdraw. We have the official letter from the Presidency to the members of Parliament. But he has instructed that you should withdraw it. Mr. Speaker, the executive have no authority to dictate to what happened in Parliament. Mr. Speaker.
Where the I can see never be 19 minutes never be NDC John D Mahama wadi kan catch that set term no ye na adwene but still news na ebubo ba net as strong nanu yai ana A+ pam A+ e say John Mahama o pray o ka say won sa anyere yen go ti ani wo Parliament of Ghana abra NDC the majority side in Parliament any minority Edi clash bo mu se penye ne tesentokwa bibia ye basa yen go wi na ye hu se the minority side in Parliament apoje placards na placards no mo poje no de no mu kan na say no one party system no third term for Mahama. I say no one party system because MPP mu na we minority in Parliament enguyi CPP that's a party for Ghana PPP that's what friends the Labour Party then the party baby in na yanka si yaguno adenti am so John Mahama na bi say obe amend Ghana ye 1992 constitution no na amend constitution ni wi a o the besem say ono President John D Mahama e say akonya be da ono timi ko 10 na NDC for plan o ma fa no way plan o mo bo po na to enye ne achepa. Even though Johnson has said in some few months back, I passed a comment on interview say, look, what it is a room only be but because the NDC as a party have never and will never think of that kind of friends saying 10 constitution amendment a bit favor say John Mahama beko 10. Now omo party omo constitution no ye tro mo na twe e nya de afi no ma be twa say no omo nye ne sa. And Johnson has said in Katia where Chamai Edima NDC Omo de Krata Tentia Babetuo say sa tetem agenda nkomo as they say na ye di ewura Ghana ni yetrim Ghanaians ni bi call for say ye nya pe Parliament so say adane say afa de Mahama kra na nya ya pe according to the NDC Chamai Johnson has said in Katia General Mosquito et say enye no kra enya de biara da se NDC mbano omunye omadwene se Mahama omugo sa constitution mana ko tetem na later omude bae NDC for the by Senate the National Democratic Congress statement by the National Democratic Congress NDC on the third presidential term now brofo say na tie we head no the National Democratic Congress NDC has taken notice of recent public discussion following remarks attributed to the majority leader in Parliament, Honorable Mahama Ayaga, concerning the possibility of a constitutional amendment to allow His Excellency John D Mahama to contest for a third presidential term as national chairman of the NDC. I wish to state unequivocally, categorically, and without ambiguity that the NDC has no intention now or in the future of mandating its parliamentary majority to pursue or support any amendment to the 1992 constitution that seeks to extend or alter the two-term presidential limit. The petition of the NDC and the position of the NDC on the matter is firm and long-standing. The NDC is fully committed in Ghana's constitutional 2-term limit, which has guided our democracy since 1992. It was the NDC that birthed and championed the 1982 Constitution, and it was under the leadership that the presidential term was capped at 2. This was done deliberately to safeguard national stability, prevent the abuse of executive authority, and protect the integrity of our government system. Any attempt to remove or distort this important pillar of our constitutional architecture would be nothing short of dangerous. A third-term amendment will introduce needless tension, invite instability, and undermine the peace Ghana has enjoyed under the Fourth Republic, a peace built on constitutional foundation led by the NDC itself. Let it therefore be made abundantly clear hey, the NDC will not sponsor, support, entertain, or tolerate any move to amend the presidential term limit for any individual, including His Excellency John D Mahama. President Mahama has repeatedly demonstrated his respect for the Constitution and the democratic tradition of our nation. The party urges the public to disregard any rumors suggesting otherwise. Our focus remains on governance reforms, economic recovery, national unity, and strengthening democratic institutions, not on tampering with term limits. The NDC remains committed to protecting the very constitution we authored in the interest of Ghana, continued peace, stability, and democratic progress. Signed, Johnson Asedin Katia, National Chairman, Edima NDC. Papano HSA in common a simple and short. Constitution, you got to one and MPP for Dane, almost a month, Oman Pateki. Omuturevi and so no make sure say, O medis will be seen there. And you Omuka will be at say, Yamo be as on Omukan, the microphone. Eh, ye did the pa, and your friend make it true so. Then an EBNT. Omuka said gun and EBS or Mono margin the Biarada. Say Omubaba is a 2 10 Biako 3 10. Because majority leader in parliament, Mahama Ayarga Koka say, oh, after say Yebusan say 3rd term year, MPP for allergy. Say Ampanyampa Eba, una majority leader. Una only did the business of the house. Say Eba Ube push agenda, no say one, and 3 force, say Eba. Nani party in a propose ya, and no first one. Second, as nipa do sign the party no more, almost support that agenda. And as you say or no in person, say obey believe supporting that agenda, so believe then I say convincing. No ten once say oh okay. Say sa na mu kan dia and the mesume pateki. Sa dia and the obeba house no na wa support pushi say agenda no. Dem mo no e ade a NDC nwene ho. Na when na other topic bebrebe. Among facha say discuss hey say majority leader mu adie tu say afedie say Mahama tete mi NDC for the bar obe support pushi dey na dey ampanyampa the MPP for allergy ekeke dey eye no kure NDC for mu ne bi na when I say don't get say mu forget it mondogi obi a mondogi o mu kani na one omo NDC nya o ma dwene say o mesa constitution no a o mo na kire o ma de no from 2 terms to 3 terms. Also, Omoya in 1992, under J. John Rawlings, with the NDC, Omoya in 2 terms for a reason. Said the Bea Sunbeba, Sabia Baku Fontanasun Chema, and Koya Casacasa, Beti, Emma and Antawa. Sanyamina Koso Kama. So far, the BNC, and the Adian say, Yede Quay, and to Munyo Margin, some Wakuya Di, Abra say, or maintain 2 terms. Nah, the 2 terms must remain. Must be the same. Now, Omoyo Margin say almost some any individual, not even John D Mahama. And Amibusa me was say NT. So Because rumors go to say Johnson has said Ketia. On the next flag bearership obe contest it. And you also any age here. Now say only 4 years if I be ka ho so on twen a ebi anebe ha ebi sata na wanyini Ghana for because why olumai intimane mabiu. Anase just the reason in the letter said no. The NDC don't think it makes sense. Say the best from 2 term I got 10. Knowing very well say as it stands now the way a man a MPP for near the aya. Mo kwan no mo to aso say ya anhwe na adwin bi chase to Ghana futiri e bia na dia semaba eno so ho. Anabio where your position of the NDC, what happens to the position of the majority of Ghanaians? Say by 2027 equally 2028 so na dia Mahama gusu ya na Ghana for anya joy joy is coming oluwa joy is joy na eba ma Ghana for nya joy kitwa and this joy it was well kwesi 2028 yeah and oluwa is involved Ghana for be become bombay na to dada because yehu mampania o yini yem kun ho ya adwuma ma Ghana che and if indeed say Mahama bet was here for 8 years 4 years Ghana for bebre na so call and your uncle tetem na nka ho say do sir would that be a decision of the parliament? Would that be the decision of the executives? Would that be the decision of the judiciary or the political party? Yes, John Mahama we need power under the political party NDC. The parliamentarians we need almost seats, especially the majority in parliament right now, through the party NDC. But if the entire Ghanaians are not the majority or overwhelming majority of Ghanaians, and because still a petty tema, what we still hear no, because me to your crano, another time man this will be asking Congo tetem. Say nanado nya opportunity say when you to tell that Ebianka MPP and I say nanado beti maye, but will the Ghanaians people support it? Per the oja in the last 4 years there, and you obvious. Say na Ghana from common support it. It is Mahama we are early days yet. Premature ejaculation ye pre on them. Abu attend them so papa ni yeduma. Ebia na ba say e kwan so. But answer na say na etwa so I'm asking again. Should we sit and listen to the NDC party tell us that Mahama the ntimi fa na mambiu e mamu the power for. And answer Ghanaians rise, make noise, and parliament will have no choice than to follow. They say, President John D Mahama, and now, the God's work. Kaiser, now, minority side, Omuga say, no third-term agenda, we no go agree, we no go agree. No third-term agenda, we no go agree, we no go agree. No more chante, senge, continue now. Now, the Omo party, and say, Papa na Chief Justice, obey easy chair, Jen Mensa pay and check go petition your petition that. OSP so your petition now so the other president table so. Then go we are as say parliament if say office na mu kra dey say abolish use OSP office. A plot my plot ya to that. Say aye dey Mahama term na agenda no beko. Na surprisingly na no pa na Mahama di kan ka say Debi Parliament of Ghana to mo bo ase ne abolish na on beso mo abolish OSP office no enu na wi akra na Parliament of Ghana majority side papa ye friend Mahama Yerega ene papa ye friend Rosin Dafia Mako chief whip o maka mu abu private membership bill and no am make sure say we go to parliament say you pass a bill no near scrapping the office of the special prosecutor MPP before me say adanko that be pa o ma tete kwa ho te say de OSP ni mu yo mo ye pe ba yen ka bi mu yo na ka say Richard mo be say mu yi na Mahama ko tete to mu twen ya ante na ko jo pon kroma twe beto ni ex no say Mahama de beto ho say OSP ma mu nya ne sa mo nya botrema no na yen hyemu kina na odi o ye adwuma no tentem ante ana majority for so de friend is bill by private membership bill say ye repair a friend say you close that office no and I say who is deceiving who ante kra na Mahama tie na ana tempa na for the presidency or trail letter. Come. Eddie man, a friend is saying a spokesperson. Papa, a friend, a fellows of Usukwati, said me pacho, Fakoma, Rosin, that's a Makochi whip, or name majority leader Mahama Erga, or Muhim, you know, Monka Wasim. Me pese, or made your mobile somewhere, me pomacho, Miss Romopa, or Mama always been here, man. Hey, yeah. Eti Mahama so letter no simple and tietia. Or say President John D Mahama has requested the majority leader and the majority chief whip in Parliament to withdraw the private membership bill, table for the repeal of the act establishing the office of the special prosecutor. The president's request follows his public expression of support for the strengthening of the office of the special prosecutor as a vital cog in the fight against corruption at a meeting with the Peace Council yesterday. The president also reiterated his call on the office of the special prosecutor to do more to boost public confidence in the work and frontally tackle corruption line within the objectives informing the establishment of the office. Felix Kwachi Ofosu, Member of Parliament, spokesperson to the President, Minister Government Communication. Eti when Kata President John D Mahama, Emma Felix Ofosu Kwachi the command majority leader, any majority chief whip say Osromo, ma bill now mo dey kono mo fanko. Na enwati and the MPP for me say hey diabolic penny. Mo amo say adenti ana okan we majority for so eye we. O sa be kan we ya. First Deputy Minority Chief Whip, Habib Idrisu, Mahama, or executive.
Mr. Speaker, because of the inadequate releases of Parliament and the executive want to control Parliament, now the President is dictating to members of Parliament. When the Majority Chief Whip and the Majority Leader file or intend to file a private members bill, the president is telling them to reduce it. Why? Their oversight, their rule as members of Parliament. Because of what? To withdraw. We have the official letter from the presidency to the members of Parliament. But he has instructed that you should withdraw it, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the executive have no authority to dictate what happened in Parliament, Mr. Speaker.
Your legislature and your judiciary, and there's a even the unconventional fourth arms of the government the media no correct obia say the obetima check and balances obia independent obia na adwuma say the senate fata other na Mahama interfere in the legislature work. I'm say any one am say OSB obeso yin because or tata say be aboko tetem onu say fe die okay mamu yi OSP owie ya ne parliamentarians are na the same party no more atebu ana say dey bi mamunye omo say da identity na wakwesa but indeed per the Ghana constitution nature theoretically sanete say enka executive dey onka legislation nkomo oni nkomo ni because I na obe interfere but yenim yet na ye pass a bill our parliament family and value law anti LGBTQ law na do ansan ya mfa nko dey see MPP for na ngase defend your parliament, so meaning that ye that hypocrisy now we know that the executive will always interfere in the legislature. The legislature rules the president is aware, he knows it, he supports it, and they work together hand in hand. But the bottom line is, if indeed it is unconstitutional, now say if free parliament work and I say abolish here, and then a certain general try support. So without that office, and the office of special prosecutor, now Ghana was not fighting against corruption. And with the office of the special prosecutor, how many people have been prosecuted? Last year, budget 2025, Papa no office won 140 million Ghana cedis. This year, 152 million Ghana cedis 2026 budget. I dey beba no. Enti ye kwesi ka we dinam. Ye say essential nkwan, ne enhyem kena enfama no. Say be obey well and heavily motivated. For what? To do what? What have we seen so far? The money given, the results seen, tally. But president say we mama politics in German for MSC MSND. Mama papa na hangi ho. na no go ne petition ye de ba ye nkan wie momo office nso hangi ho some believe say any office no problem and the person that's leading the office no problem say so there munye the needful na enkomo no wadi ne yepo all because Mahama area cancer say me pay say office ne ya abolish which the NPP in that place na so jitu say ya abolish it e ba ne say ana mun na masama adwene but one thing clear is safe sound NDC Johnson as you get national chairman the mother NDC party say later now or the aba no clear obi a obekan makan obi a wotie bia no what ya say enya ade a omoma John Mahama omo sesa constitution amana ko term never and ever it's not happening and enya ade omo beka che majority leader so on go support this agenda no it is not happening omo na train 1992 constitution and they will maintain it the same way. It was 2 terms for a reason. 2 terms to safeguard us, to protect us from any instability, any war, anything that would destroy our peace. And the enya ade omo be say ne and out na. So we Ghana ni na say o vim, e vigor. Na o hope say one day better sorry no. Na bibia sisa na Mahama e ko tetem. E no say wo pe de a amfa. Se na ade a o mpe na be ye wo ya pa de a ene chairman atadwe what then ne amaso because Johnson has said you get just on tears but maybe so say if it happens say Ghana for power can the NDC and parliament stop it? I know a question that I really need people to answer on the comment section. Say NDC for some pete tem but say Mahama 20 duma susi ya na edu 2027 kwa na Ghana for majority started demand say omo here no for tema. Do you think the NDC after saying so omontia said that our letter say we be see that Mahama so no so nyana so okọ ebetima sesa ana say at the end of the day omo the candidate for Ghana for be so monto nti eno so ebe ka omo we who pa you might take it say a light but are serious Mahama I make sure say petition I majority leader any majority chief whip e go to parliament no papa match omo withdraw say nya de be ko but according to the majority chief whip deputy chief whip brother Habib Idris say President Mahama need power so be interfere in parliamentary proceedings which I agree with him but adenso na mo plot na mo peso otom na odo this was a Ghana the what for comment no for to comment section na say kase dey hit what dey na what we wey and I say nyi we are subscribe like na share mo nya so enya bi ready no back up Maxi Billian our naked truth on Oldboga Trans Macro. Bye bye.